The January 6th committee is set to hold its next hearing tomorrow, as Steve Bannon says he's willing to testify. Ali Vitale tells us we'll also learn additional details about Pat Cipolloni's testimony.
The January 6th committee in the summer home stretch. A week of double hearings planned against the backdrop of Trump ally Steve Bannon saying he's now open to testifying. This after former President Trump gave him the green light, waiving previous claims of executive privilege, though it's unclear those protections applied. Trump had claimed Bannon's testimony would be protected because it could contain confidential communications with the former president. The committee disputes that protection applies. But now, perhaps frustrated with the televised hearings as witnesses continue to come forward, Trump changed his mind. It's an abrupt about-face for a previously defiant Bannon, who's currently facing steep fines and jail time in his criminal contempt of Congress trial. The committee looking into Bannon's actions in the lead-up to January 6th. He made these comments the day before the riots.
All hell is going to break loose tomorrow.
The committee's also now armed with fresh testimony from Trump's former White House lawyer, Pat Cipollone, who sat for nearly 8 hours of questioning Friday behind closed doors.
It was important for us to understand what the president's top legal advisor thought about the activities that were happening post-election and in the run-up to January 6th.
A new documentary shows Trump again downplaying that day.
They were angry from the standpoint of what happened in the election because they're smart and they see and they saw what happened.
The committee will also continue to focus on Trump's role, though much of the Republican Party is still rallying around the former president. And a recent poll now showing more Republicans consider January 6th a legitimate protest than a year ago. And the hearings have made the Republican face of the committee, Liz Cheney, a controversial figure in her own party. But the conservative congresswoman now becoming popular with some Democrats. Top Democratic donors are now backing Cheney, who's in a tight re-election battle, telling the New York Times even though they don't support her policies, they appreciate her defense of democracy.